We are back here on Lines on Design. We are with our dear friend Steve. We are at Coastal Home, and we actually are including you in our conversation today.
Yes.
We're having lots of things going on. He's got a wedding. My mom and dad are moving here, and we're going to be shopping. I'm going to be personally shopping. The showroom is amazing, and I was just in about a week ago, and I tell you, every time I come in, it's brand new. This vignette is great.
Yeah.
What's going on with you all?
Well, it's a little bit of chaos here, which is a good chaos. We're constantly changing, and it's been madness with the different things. Today, I'm kind of featuring here a lot of different accessories because we went to market.
Yeah.
I guess it was April.
Yes.
I think that's what it was, and now everything's here. I got a whole back room of stuff. Lamps are opening up. We're getting all the accessories out. You know, kind of wanted just to display a couple things just to kind of show you. What's nice is the girls here kind of make these vignettes, and they kind of take it care from there.
All right, now this is the guy-girl thing talking right now. Here's the thing. These gorgeous large pieces really set the stage, but it's the finishing touches, I think, that make a house a home. And one of the things that you all do really well, I'm sure it's you.
It's not me.
Right.
It's not me at all.
Is set up these vignettes, and it's a great place to get ideas. So let's talk about some of the accessories that were featured at market, because you're really representing them here.
You know, it's interesting. So we went to market. Obviously, we're a big distributor of Bramble. And Bramble has fantastic pieces that you can custom 50 to 60 different shades back and forth and all that. We've been through that before. But what's nice is we go around and we try to find that coastal look a little bit to make that area. You might have a traditional piece, but you want to make it coastal. So what the girls did, we came across and went through, we were crazy from different places, and this actually started in January. I went to market in Atlanta and started with building some accessories there, and those started coming in. So what we try to do is there's different ones, and what's funny is the girls go, "You make our job so easy." I'm like, I think it's hard because I just go, "That's great, that's great, that's great," and bring it in. Well, they're the ones that come in and put it together. And what's nice is what we've had with our designers.
Your designers are good.
Which have done recently really well is their house is complete. The customer says, "Okay, I'm done." But you know what? It just doesn't look, the walls are empty. The areas just aren't homey enough. And so they'll come back out and go, "You know what?" And they'll grab a whole, they'll walk through it there and come to the house and they'll put together something. Now, granted, this is kind of overdoing it because we have it in the showroom, I think, a little bit.
Right, exactly.
You wouldn't want your counter to be this, but you got your things, you got your, carved turtles here.
Exactly.
To your coastal print of a boat and some little bit things. And then this is old bowling balls. No, just kidding.
Well, it's all about nature. Debbie Douglas is over here. It's all about the oyster shell. It's beautiful things. It's bringing a bit of the outside in, don't you think?
Right. And so what's nice is we obviously live in a low country. We obviously have all these different coastal things that we see from the nature to the boats to different things like that. And so what we try to do is, like I said, from the outside in, you have that room, that's a little bit there, and maybe you're not on the beach, but you still have that whole feeling.
And one of the things, Steve, for me is it's all about texture. Look what the girls have done. They took fishnet, they've got greenery. Okay, they've got driftwood that you can find on the beach. They've got the oyster shells.
And the moss.
Exactly.
Which has been, that's been one of the most interesting things is, what we've noticed what our designers do is, I know they said order moss. So we're at market, we order moss. I'm going, what are we going to do?
Oh, I can't live without my moss.
I'm like, is this a putting green? What are we doing? So we get in here, and then the girls take it, and they take this. This is a separate company, and then liven it up with a little color, and then they can add the shells and stuff. So they've kind of made the whole, even just as if you were doing a new bedspread. It makes the whole area more life.
And here's the other thing that's cool about accessorizing and finishing touches is they can change with the season.
Yes.
Exactly, right? Look at you, you're like.
Well, I know that because, believe me, my wife came downstairs yesterday. I mean, this little off subject, but I come downstairs, and because we got this big wedding coming up, and the whole room is flipped, and I'm just like, what?
Oh my gosh, what am I doing?
And so she's like, and she's took that, the whole colors have changed, the whole thing. She goes, it was a winter look, even though we really don't get winter, but it was
So
more of a
true.
darker look. Now it's spring, summer, so now she's got more lively colors in the room. And that's what a lot of these things, so maybe, you know, you just start out with just a driftwood and more of a shell look, but then as the spring comes, you're adding the greener, you add in the flowers, you know.
And I think one thing at market this year that was really interesting, a lot of the florals this year are about ferns and greenery, lots and lots of different colors of green, dark, rich, light.
Right.
But it's less about flowers and more about all this greenery.
Well, yeah.
A lot of succulents. Did you notice that?
Well, what I also notice a lot is, they'll do the greens, but you have the orange like flower look, and even a little bit of purple just to pop that whole
color.
Or if you have a vanity above your vanity, all of a sudden it's a little, you know, boring. And you have your vase up there, and you pop 2 orange, you know, fleas with your ferns, and they can be fake, and you're great.
And as long as we're talking about accessorizing, I think one of the important things and one of the things that's misunderstood, and your girls are really good about this here, is our lamps.
Yes.
Lamps are critical for ambient lighting. They, again, can set a mood and a tone for an entire room.
Right.
And I think people get confused about lamps. How high should they be? How big should the shade be? Do you want them utilitarian? Do you want them complementary? And I think, again, what you've done here that we wanted to show off today was how, again, this shell motif put into a lamp, finishing
She always
touch.
has the big words, motif and things like that.
It's what I do.
Okay.
It's called bloviating.
Oh,
It's not
okay.
really good,
See, there's
but it
another
is
word.
what it is,
Yes.
right? Exactly. But this can also be a finishing touch as well as good lighting.
Yes.
And if you look around the showroom, a lot of your hanging pieces are phenomenal.
Yeah, and once again, it goes back to our vignettes. We try to help you visualize. But what's really nice about what we do here is you might not want a designer come out. You just know, hey, I need some lamps.
Exactly.
So what you can do is we have an approval program.
This is so cool.
And we can do it with our pictures and some of our accessories. We've had people walk out with a whole back seat full of stuff, and they're not sure it's going to work. I said, you know what?
Take it, try it.
Take it, try it. You get home, great. We'll run your card or however that. But you know, you have that no fear.
That's the best selling tool
so,
there is.
And it's so good. And so what you can do is you can say, you know what? I think this might work, or this one. So take one of each. Bring back the one that doesn't work. There's no charge. There's no restocking. It's just a kind of way of you fitting your area.
Well, I think it makes you realize that you're dealing with your business.
Yes.
Okay? Because you can come in, and I've done that a million times, taken tons and tons of stuff to a client, and it's amazing how your home will suck that stuff in. You think you've got so many things, and you're going to bring back half of it, but you recognize and you realize that you're going to need every single piece there. So I think people don't realize all the lighting options that you do have, along with all of the accessories.
Right, yeah, and we have mirrors. I mean, there's just a lot of different pieces that you might think we're just a furniture, indoor, outdoor furniture, but what we really are is accessories, because we want to make, if you walk around to all our vignettes, we want you to all visualize that. We have boats in here, so maybe you got that, you know, Tommy Bahama masculine look in the bedroom. You need that look. We even have up front telescope and things like that, or something for a cigar room. So those little accessories that just make that room. That's what we try to bring in.
Let me ask you a question. So if I want to come in and I'm a client, how do I best work with one of your designers? Because they're super talented. What do they need from me? What do you want me to bring them?
Well, the biggest thing is it's a description of what you're trying to accomplish.
Okay.
If you have a picture, and it might not be from our website, but if you have a picture from Coastal Living, or you have a picture, a house, just something, bring it in and go, I'm not sure this is exactly what I want, but at least then it puts an idea. Because a lot of our designers, we have a big showroom, but we have also this warehouse that we can't get everything out. And I've seen
It's so amazing. We're going to go back one
well,
day.
yes, we are going to do
it is.
But what's nice is we will have one of our designers will go, you know what? I don't have it on the floor, but let me do it. And we're back, and they're back there, and I'll come back there, and I might be eating lunch or somebody back there, but I'll have the designer and the customers back there, and they're opening stuff and go, this is what I think you're talking about.
I have a question for you. Can I buy off the floor, or are these samples, if you will, and I will order the piece?
So everything we have is you can buy right off the floor.
Okay, good to know.
Everything we also have is custom. So you sit in it, example, chair here, custom, you can make it, or you can take it right with you.
Okay.
So there's we sell everything off the floor, but we also offer that feature to where you can design it to make your piece work.
And you and I have talked about this before. We both feel strongly that, you know, with a table it's not so important, but when you're talking about pieces of furniture to sit in, soft upholstery pieces, it's really important to come in and sit in it, see how you sit. And it's funny, as I've gotten older, and again, my mom and dad living with me, I have to pay attention that they can get in and out of these chairs, and it's something I just had never talked about before.
Well, you know what's else? I always tell everybody, I go, the spouse will come in, sit on everything. I love this. It looks cute. Looks cute. I go, bring your husband in before you go. Then the husband will come. The wife's already got it. Does which 3 she really wants. But then he'll sit in. Then it kind of makes it. Then you can customize it if you don't find it on the floor from there.
I love it. It makes so much sense. It's always a treat to come and see you. It really is. You look fantastic. The wedding's going to be amazing. The place looks great. Your group is wonderful. Did I say enough good things? Because I kind of believe it. It's the truth. It really is.
Good. And next time, I promise, next time we'll be in the warehouse and we'll open some things and do some designing.
You gotta let me know though, because we want to be schlepping around in there
as soon as it comes in.
I love it. Thank you all for joining us here on Lines on Design. Have a wonderful week. Bye-bye.